This holiday season, we all wish for hope and healing. Children and families who spend their holidays at the hospital deserve a reason to believe in first steps, in giggles, high fives, and hugs. For 150 years, Children's National Hospital has provided world-class care and groundbreaking research. Please donate today to help patients and healthcare heroes this holiday season. Visit childrensnational.org/holiday. That's childrensnational.org/holiday.
Holidays are here, and so is fashionable fitness. Gift yourself a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 5G, a phone that folds in half to literally stand on its own. Pair it with the Galaxy Watch 4 for ultimate wellness and wow factor. Check health stats, flex personal records. Over 90 activities can be tracked, like biking, swimming, golfing, and more. Invest in yourself with tech made to crush goals. Holidays open up with Galaxy. Shop it all at Samsung.com. 5G connection and availability may vary. Check with carrier. Products sold separately.
Put that long day behind you. Good times lie ahead. With company worth keeping, that'll bash a smile on your head. Come on in, the door's open. You'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and lend our stories your ear. Cause we're the talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome. The talk the tavern. Promising beer and bedlam. The talk the tavern. Music, medicine, then some. The talk the tavern. The song's over. Here we come.
And welcome to Talk of the Tavern, our magical number 400th episode this evening. So we're going to be talking about the Tavern Society, which is a society we have been, and where we'd like to go in the future for this. So, first let's do some intros. I am Travis Sivart, I'm the host, and I guess, I don't know, head bartender, big asshole, I don't know. And my vices tonight is it's actually bourbon, but it's in a brandy snifter because of the topic tonight.
That's allowed.
It is. Thank you, Ed. Ed's our glass police. And I also got some wonderful new dark cherry Cavendish from Cornell and Deal in today, so I've got a couple pipes loaded with that. And they are the curved pipes, like in the logo that everybody will be seeing here shortly. Now, let's see. I think out of the respect of Ed's time on the show and time put into the show, we're going to have him introduce himself second.
Hey, I'm Ed. I'm the dude. I'm drinking water.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you are.
Are you out?
Just
fair enough.
I'll fall asleep if I drink anything else.
Fair enough. And Andrea?
Andrea LeChat here, and I am drinking tea because
She likes
that's
to call
what
me.
I do.
She likes to call me tea.
Ed has a tea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also knitting. That's my vice tonight.
Nice.
And that's all. What just happened on the screen? What are you doing?
You like that? You like that? It's a little secret there.
Hey, everybody, go ahead and post in chat your vices for tonight.
Yeah, for everybody hanging out in the tavern, let us know what you're enjoying this evening here.
And you also need to do a toast. Opening toast, we're going to remember tonight.
Yeah. And let's go right there with that theme. For the opening toast, let's go to... here's to remembering, and here's to planning, but most of all, here's to living right now.
Here.
And then let's also see what Cogsley has to say. Let's see what goofy shit Cogsley says. He always throws some entertaining stuff in there. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Mark Twain. I think that's fair enough. I think that's a reasonable whatever there. So we've got a, Gary says pipe and snifter, but I'm guessing that's not what his vices are tonight.
Well, we can choose to disagree on that.
So you've decided that is his
It
vices
is.
tonight? Okay, fair enough. Controlled nightly cigarette smoking at 3 cigs. See, Gary, I don't even know if I knew you smoked cigarettes. And Flaming Bird says tea and toast. Cheers. And that could be either kind of toast, the kind we just did, or
I'd like to know what kind of toast.
is it Melba toast?
Describe it slowly.
I paused just in case, voice. Okay, so tonight's episode of Talk of the Tavern is Tavern Society. So we have been around. You know what? Let me tell this story a slightly different way. Back in a different age, out of the darkness came one man with a dream, a hope, and a bond in his... That sounds weird. A bond in his heart? Oh, it's like a stint went bad and it constricted. Did you say in his pants?
Yeah, at least it wasn't in his pants.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Which, by the way, we are also... I guess I should do this before we get into the flashback mode here. We are also probably going to hit 1,000 followers on tonight's episode. We are 10 people away from 1,000 followers. And
tell your friends.
And we are about 14 away from 50 subscribers. So we might have all kinds of milestones here tonight. Then again, just might be
Might
us.
not.
Yeah, that's right. We don't know. So if you're listening to this live and interactive, please, we want to encourage you to join in. You guys are all part of the Tavern Society. You're what we have built up to at this point. For those of you listening... Yes?
I was going to say, down below your screen, there is a share button, and you could share that we are live to all your social media.
There you go. Or you could just run outside and just scream it into the air. Sometimes they work about the same. Oh, right. And if you're listening on the podcast, we do have a live audience here in chat that we're going to be interacting with, reading off comments from, and talking to. And if you hear this noise, it means I want to read off some comments. This is definitely going to be a highly interactive episode tonight because of everything. What, Andrea?
That bell.
Get me something else. I can get the cowbell.
I don't have a fever, but all right.
I could get my knockers. It's 3 wooden tubes. Remember those like wooden fish that you could rub the like thing on and like they used it in Stand By Me, the song. No. Well, there are 3 tubes and they're ribbed. And you got a little donker and
That's the sound your donker makes when you put it in a rib tube. Huh?
See, Gary says I have a Yahoo electronic button if you want it. Does that... What does
that mean, Gary?
I just hear like the Yahoo. Remember the old commercials for Yahoo back when Yahoo had a fighting chance of competing? Oh, wait, see, there we go. It's that kind of button. So anyhow, that's to let everybody know. And also, don't forget, you can email us at talkofthetavernshow@gmail.com. That's talkofthetavernshow@gmail.com to give your thoughts about previous episodes, think topics you'd like to see, etc. And I think that's the intro stuff, right? We got this?
I think so.
I miss anything, Andrea?
I don't think so.
Excellent. So back in 2007, I started a little podcast called Talk of the Tavern. And I only did a few episodes and never really figured out how to do much with it. Well, I played with it off and on for a few years. Where's the...
That's what she said.
You did.
And then I guess it was 2012 when I was approached to make my own show, and Talk of the Tavern transformed into Sounds of Steam, where I had a lot of steampunk people on, steampunk musicians, artists, crafters, writers. And then about after a year and a half, I realized there's only so much steampunk you could talk about. And I shifted it back to Talk of the Tavern. And then I guess it was 2016 or 2017. When was it we went to the video?
It's been a while.
2017.
17? Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't on video then.
So, yeah, so we've been doing this for going on 4 years on video now. And, yeah, just really had a good time. And we've seen and hung out and interviewed all kinds of people.
And drank a lot.
Yeah, we have. I'll drink to that.
Mm.
So, Andrea, help me out here.
Yes.
I'm done.
What?
I've opened up the floor. I've laid the suggestive words, things.
All right. So, well, we've been around a while. Obviously, like what he was saying. I figure we can go and talk about the society we have now before we talk about tweaking it and making it more structured. But, so do you guys have any favorite people from this show? Like whether we interviewed them or
I do.
they've come on the show? Yes.
You
yes,
guys.
Yeah, not us. Other than us.
Oh, other than you. All the other co-hosts I've
We
had.
know we're on.
Anyway,
We are the best, but you know.
From Chris to Wendy to Elizabeth to, John to all the other people I've had. I mean, the co-hosts have always been my favorite. That's why I invite them back again and again and again. But one-time guests. I think I know Andrea's favorite.
Do tell.
Well, it's a short story.
Yeah, that little short motherfucker.
Well, I have a couple of them, so, and they're actually on here.
When we interviewed Brad Williams.
For those of you who do not know who Brad Williams is, he is a stand-up comedian, and I discovered him on Pandora because I listen to Pandora and I like comedy. So I'm like, who is this guy? And then I saw a picture because he was always talking about little people, midgets and stuff. Well, he is. And then he's been in movies that are on Netflix, and he has Netflix specials. Well, we finally got him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Gary says I've seen a lot of different people over the years. What about you, Ed?
One.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the question again?
Favorite
person?
Or people.
What's one of your favorite people that...
I've never been on any of the interview shows, but yeah, the crowd, the people, the everybody that's I've been on with, yeah, that's me. I'm still on yours, Travis. I know, but yeah, met a lot of cool people on here.
Now, some of the bigger names. Go ahead, Andrea.
I was going to say, are there any particular viewers that stand out that you want to shout out to? Or
No, because they don't come around no more, so I'm not going to shout out to them.
Well, I'll tell you what, who did come back. Ian came back a couple weeks ago.
When?
A couple weeks
Really?
ago. Yeah, it was around Christmas time, and one time after that, he came back, Ian Mack, and yeah, a lot of the people, I mean, we haven't seen, it's been long enough, I'm forgetting names now. What's her name? Joan.
Well, we saw him, didn't we meet him, wasn't he at one of the live shows? Ian?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's another cool thing.
Gary, I'm not sure what you're trying to get me to say.
It's
Say it.
There's Bob. We like Bob Lowell, though he doesn't come around anymore. And
That's my brother.
Dev Null's a great one. A lot of our early people, you know who does still come around? Kennedy still comes around.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
And Jonathan Madhawk comes around. But there's also like the Skippers.
Yeah.
Jamin and Jewel. And though we haven't seen a lot of them lately, what Ed said, gotcha. He wanted to hear that 0.04%. Bob has as much black in him.
He would have said it.
Bob has as much black in him as my bank account gets interest. It's all good, Gary. I'm sure you're doing 50 different things at once.
I mean, we have had some great viewers and viewer interaction in live shows and, you know, like in-person shows and live streaming shows. But I know some of the things you should talk about, Travis, is some of the trolls.
I tell you what, I love a good troll. Matter of fact, there is a troll command telling people how to troll. It's part of our tavern rules, matter of fact. Oh no, that's the trolls. There we go. Here's the troll.
That's a long pipe you got there, Travis.
Well, thank you very much for noticing, sir. See, there's the rules of trolling. Be entertaining, play well with others, know when to stop. And this Bob that we mentioned, he kind of came in as a troll. I mean, he knew Ed, but he came in and immediately started talking shit. Not like shit talking, but talking shit. I do have rules for trolling, Bren. See, speaking of favorite people. But yeah, Bob came in as a troll, but he knew how to play with others. He knew how to be entertaining. He did not know when to stop, but if you told him, stop, he would, yeah. Favorite troll name was Underwears Avon. Meaning Irish, your dad wears Avon. Oh, your dad. Your dad wears Avon. Whirland. Your dad wears Avon, he does. I likes to fancy it up. Feel pretty. Prance around. Tell him to call me. So what other trolls have we had that are great?
I don't remember names, but I know a lot of times they'll come in with the intention of, you know, getting banned or kicked out, and Travis will play with them and just egg them on, and then they end up following and subscribing and keep coming back. It's great.
There's closed caption?
There is. You could turn it on down on the bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's like, what?
You modded like 3 of your trolls, see? I very rarely have to, and I don't know why, but I don't get a lot of trolling going on in here. And when they do come in, I try to play with them. They're usually
gone quickly.
Without even having to ban them. Because once they realize how trolling works in the tavern, they're like, oh, fuck, that's not what I
and I don't want to play.
I wanted to break your stream, not be a part of it and encourage it.
Yeah.
And then others go, fuck, this guy's talking shit back to me. He's having a good time. He's not yelling at me. I like this place. And we've got a couple really valuable viewers that way. For example, that's how Joe of Channel Joe Rip came about. Sort of. Apparently thanks to Birdie.
Have you heard of him?
Heard of what?
I asked Brent if she's heard of him.
I'm lighting a pipe. Somebody talk.
I'm just watching.
He was watching. Mesmerized by the flame.
Ooh, fire.
Fire.
Okay.
We've done. I could just say we've done a lot of stuff. We've had some sponsors. some
We
of the
have.
distilleries.
Yeah,
Yeah, some of the distilleries. Hmm.
exactly that. People who have sent us different cigars or liquor or... But
Bourbon.
none of the big stuff yet. I'm looking forward to when they start sending us sound equipment and they're like, here, test these. And I'll be like, great. And suddenly, like, Ed is getting brand new shit in the mail. Like, here's a new mic for you, dude. Here's
Some
a new...
more bourbon.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I'll drink
You don't
that.
need no stinking mic. That's bourbon.
That Bowman Brothers was dead on.
It was. Here's a few of the big names we've had in the tavern, though. We have had one of the actors from The Hobbit here, William Kircher, who we met at a convention.
He's like awesome. So awesome.
Tell the story, Andrea.
He sang to me. Okay, so we were working at a convention in New York, doing celebrity photography, helping out and doing celebrity photography. And one of the people that were there was William Kircher, and he played, I can't remember the name of... Biffer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew that. He has the one with the axe in his head. He plays one of the dwarves. And in the movie, they sing that Misty Mountain song. So I went up to him afterwards when he was at his table doing, what he does. I'm like, did you really sing that? And he started singing. Oh, yeah. That was the best.
And then when he stopped, I looked at him and went, well, somebody's getting laid tonight.
And he's very nice. He's been on the show. He's been on our show.
Yes, he has. Him and Brad Williams. And we've had
Sean Gunn.
Sean Gunn, yeah, we interviewed him from Guardians
He's from
of the
Guardians
Galaxy.
But
And
he
Golden
plays
Girls.
Kirk in Gilmore Girls. I love that character.
That's
When
right.
we were over interviewing him, I'm just standing there. I wanted him to sign my DVD and stuff. I didn't say anything. I'm just a dork with my elf ears, just standing there. You know how it goes.
We've also interviewed, what's her name from that legal drama, the blonde chick. Andrea, you knew who she was. We did the 27 questions at her desk as she's signing things. I can't remember her
Not
name
the one
either.
from Buffy, right?
Wow.
No.
Really left an impression, huh?
No, I know. All right. You say something and I forget the name. So not what's her name from Buffy, right?
No.
No.
Well, we'll get back to
Blonde.
her in a moment. Remember,
Well,
it was at Mysticon. And she was a one-time thing. But anyhow, K.W. Jeter, the guy...
That was Kramer.
Who?
Claire Kramer.
Yes.
Was it Claire Kramer?
Yes.
She's from Buffy.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because I don't know who she is.
She was from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I know her from the cheerleader movies.
Okay. We've also had K.W. Jeter on the show. That's the guy who actually coined the word steampunk. He invented the word in a 1989 magazine interview. And we've had him on. Who else have we had on? All kinds of smaller bands and authors. And, I mean, there was... In the summer of 2018, every week we'd have a different band or band member on. And then we had the regular show. We had the music show. Then we had like an adult nerd show. That sounds
We
like
had, like,
burlesque.
People that have, well, we've had burlesque dancers.
We've had burlesque dancer.
People who have designed video games, authors like Rod Belcher.
Mm-hmm. Rod
Has been
Belcher
on.
has been on. He's fun. You know who else is worth mentioning? Richie Munster.
Oh, yeah.
I realize he doesn't necessarily have that huge audience here on Twitch, but he is one of the original podcasters ever.
Mhm.
And he also helped write the book Podcasting for Dummies. He was there pretty much when it all started. And matter of fact, the frames around our little videos here, Andrea made the original
That's
ones.
him.
Rich took them and cleaned them up a little bit. And
He fixed it.
the mustache thing, that here, you guys check this out real quick. That mustache that just flashed back and forth, Rich did that for me. I gave him the graphics.
He did that graphic,
right, and he did the animation for me. Damn it, we're down. We started out at 990 followers, 10 followers away from 1,000. We have dropped one since we started. We may not be making 1,000 followers today. I'm hoping to celebrate 1,000 followers and our 400th episode. Cho, how are you? Good to see you.
What's up, Joe?
It's Join Me for a
Brett.
Pipe. Cho is the one that I sent all the pipe tobacco and pipes to.
Joe, not only have we had dancers, we've also had sex workers on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
See, Ed, you have been here for...
Oh, well, of course I wasn't going to miss the sex workers show.
It's, Gary, I don't know how he does it. But I just know he does it, and he does a wonderful job, and I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I have sent the Tavern Society logo that you guys see on the screen below Ed and to the side of me over here to Rich to make it better. Some of his peer sex workers, yeah, baby. I'll drink to that. So, we've had quite a variety. And I know I've said we've done 100 or 400 episodes, but that's actually a loose count. Because when I was doing 4 shows a week, I didn't necessarily count all of them.
Yeah.
Then there's times where we've taken a month to 3 months off. And it happens just because of life and circumstance, so we take breaks. So this is approximately the 400th. By our latest count, it's the 400th. As close as I can get it.
It sounds good.
But I want to swear we've had...
While traveling, it's usually best to pack light. When it comes to money, carrying some cash and having an alternative like Zelle is a great idea. Zelle's an easy way to send and receive money with people you trust. At any U.S. bank, it's already in thousands of different banking apps, and it's money straight into your bank account in minutes fast. Look for Zelle in your banking app today. Safe travels. While traveling, it's usually best to pack light. When it comes to money, carrying some cash and having an alternative like Zelle is a great idea. Zelle's an easy way to send and receive money with people you trust. At any U.S. bank, it's already in thousands of different banking apps, and it's money straight into your bank account in minutes fast. Look for Zelle in your banking app today. Safe travels.
Probably 150 different interviews on this show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say half has been interviews, but also the amazing co-hosts we've had throughout our time here. I mean, we've had people who are professional erotica writers who used a fake name because they didn't want the attention for that. We have had jewelry makers. We have had current and ex-military. We have had people with doctorates on the show. Yeah?
There's one person that's really fun, and I still follow her on Instagram. Karen K, the fairy lady.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She was fun. She has some books out about fairies and mermaids, and she's done a line of oracle cards, tarot cards that are really neat. She was fun.
We've had a ton of fun ones. I tell you what, some of my favorite episodes. Do you remember when we had... I can't remember the young lady's name. She wrote the spider book. I've got the stuffed animal. She was the queen of the fairies. And I'm not talking cosplay. In her head, she is the queen of the fairies. She lives on an island.
I missed that one.
She lives on an island off of Scotland. She plays the flute. And the selkies, the seals, will actually come up to her and sit at her feet as she plays the flute to them. And thank you very much, Bren. Here's to you being on our 400th episode.
Hmm?
And Bren, speaking of episodes, We need to bring you on some Monday night, and we'll get a topic that's appropriate to have you on for, and we'll put you in a little box like we're in. Then you can think outside of it. But looking at all the things she says fairies do, there was an amazing comparison between how fairies interact with people and how ghosts interact with people. And I pointed that out, going, maybe they're not two different things. And of course, she was a bit possessive of the fairy thing, going, they're not ghosts. And I'm like, no, I'm just saying maybe some ghost activity is a fairy activity.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
But we have had paranormal investigators. We have had rocket scientists on the show. Ken. And he's awesome. I'd bring him back anytime. He is fun. Like charming, fun, intelligent. And yeah, he is a astrophysicist. Ed, did you ever have a chance to meet him?
Don't think so.
He goes by the name Sky Captain when he's doing cosplay and whatnot. Tall, light-skinned black guy with just one of those deep, mellow voices that is beautiful, and a quick laugh, and just a delight to have on in every respect.
He's got a good radio voice.
He does. He does.
That's how I describe it. Good radio voice.
That's much better than the way I described it. He has a good masturbate to it voice.
Well, what you do on your time?
What you talking about, Travis?
Let me explain. Andrea sent me a picture today of a cock in a sock. Let me go on.
Okay.
It wasn't mine.
That's good to know.
Your sock or your cock?
Not that I'm judging. Okay.
Too stern. I would go soft.
It's like you've heard of Elf on the Shelf, and then it shows a rooster with a sock on his head. I love those memes.
Mm-hmm.
That's off topic. Sorry. That's something else we do here.
Oh yeah.
We go. We talk about Muslim spiders.
Well, we don't anymore. There's a lot of things we don't talk about anymore. But I tell you what, if any one of us decided to have a political career, all they'd have to do is dredge up past episodes and they'd fucking end our careers. Okay, Gary.
But we'd get so many more viewers.
We would get more viewers. But then again, it'd be like Howard Stern running for office, and people would vote for him.
Damn right.
You know what?
God, I don't want anybody to vote for me. I don't want that responsibility.
Bren, I don't know what I'd do if they did cancel us here. I guess I'd have to move over to YouTube or some other damn streaming platform.
There'd be somewhere else.
There would be. There's always somewhere else. There's always something else. And worst comes to worst, if I get any level of success with the writing, I can then turn to just building my own live stream thing.
Okay.
So anyhow, what else do we have going on in the past with this? So we've discussed trolls and guests and topic. What about topics? Is there ever a topic that we had without necessarily a guest that naturalism and nudism?
Naturism, nudism.
Right.
That was a big one.
And people will still fucking correct me on that one. No matter which one I put up there, somebody's going to bitch about the wrong word.
It's like,
boobs and cigars.
What was our most watched?
Boobs and cigars.
Yeah, what was our most watched one? Boobs and cigars.
No, nature and naturalism, or naturism.
Was it? Well, I mean, what are the next ones? What are the next?
Boobs and cigars. Other than that, when the steampunk community exploded over Steampunk World's Fair, and that whole rigmarole, that actually is our most attended.
That was huge.
We had 225 people in chat. Too bad more of them didn't chat at one time.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice to have that. I'm lighting my pipe again.
Yeah, we see. Ooh,
We lost Andrea.
where'd you
Andrea down. Hey, Andrea's
she go?
back up.
go?
I need to get
Maybe.
a pipe
There. Sorry.
cleaner for this. I'll be right back. You guys talk. Give me 10 seconds.
I'm sorry.
here.
I mute and it just went away.
You hit mute and it just muted everything, huh?
Well, I meant to hit mute because I was coughing and then it just cut off.
Away into the Marvel
I don't
universe.
know. Something like that. Oh my goodness.
I'm fuzzy.
Because I was going to say something, then I started coughing. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Are we still on?
We're still on.
Okay, I don't know. Because he walked away, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. So, hey guys, I know some of you have been around for a little bit, some of you not so much, but do you have like a favorite guest episode topic that we did?
Yeah.
I like when we do the cryptozoology stuff. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Any favorite episode topics, Ed?
Muslim spiders. Well, it wasn't a topic, but yeah, kind of off topic. Best show ever.
It was a thing.
Best show ever.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think we could do that show today.
Probably not. There's a lot of shows we've done we probably couldn't do today.
Mm-hmm.
What?
We were talking about Muslim
You don't know
spiders.
our names. That's because you weren't here on the beginning of the show.
No, we're not going to talk about Muslim spiders. Okay. I guess we could. But hold on. Just for anybody who has just joined us and never watched an episode of Talk of the Tavern, shame on you. We are having a bit of a spike with reception right now, so bear with us as we get through that. But before we get rolling on the topic, we always do full introductions for everybody on the show. Andrea, are you using your microphone on your headset?
Yeah?
Okay, that's why I hear you breathing into it. Not constantly. When you give... No. Stop. Stop. When you give a heavy sigh, it hits it.
I won't breathe anymore.
I have been doing this show since 2007. That's something else you missed. Okay? We are looking at 13, going on 14 years now of the tavern existing. And just above me here is Andrea. That's my other half. And over here...
Apparently the top half.
Hey! Over here, that's Ed.
I'm the token.
I have known Ed for over 20 years at this point in time. Shit, Ed. It's coming up on 25. Because it's like 98 or 99 when we met. And yeah, we're at least at 22.
Oh God, don't say that because that's about how old my kid is.
Yeah, I've known Ed long. Probably,
a long time.
There's a good chance that Ed met on the very same day you had sex and conceived your child.
Now that's putting it in perspective.
God, that was a long time ago.
So, damn it, I had other stuff I want to talk about. What the hell was it? Oh, some of the personal accomplishments. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you asked if there's a Twitch.
Yes.
Yeah, here,
Andrea, just to
So how do I do a shout out?
exclamation point
I'm
Andrea.
trying.
Did you hear me?
I'm trying.
Did you hear me? Okay. That's all. There you go. Okay. So
I'm on my phone and I can't the little buttons.
okay. Personal achievements or life changes since we've started doing the tavern together. How much has your guys' life changed since you first came on the tavern? Ed?
How much has my life changed since
Mhm.
I first? I've gotten older.
You have, that's true. I mean, I could talk about some of your big life changes that you've experienced since we've started doing this together. Both your parents have moved on to the next thing, which is either Chicago or dead, one of the two.
Well, first they moved in with me.
That's true. That was a big life change. That was probably bigger than them leaving the mortal coil.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah, there is a bit of a lag, guys. Give it a second. It's about to clear up. And then what I'll tell chat, now that it's cleared up, we're not going to talk about anything important for a moment. Everybody please refresh the stream. We had a lag spike. It's all better now. Refresh the stream so you're caught up in the normal 10 to 20 seconds behind instead of 90 seconds.
Is it because I hit a button?
Yep.
I was trying to hit mute because I was coughing.
It's all good. Well, Joe, we're those kind of assholes that, honesty can happen. I've lost my mother. I have published... By the way, I published my first book 2 weeks before I did my first show. A live streaming pirate show on pirate radio. What were you going to say, Andrea?
I was going to say, he didn't lose his mother. He knows where she is.
Well, no, because they burned her.
Yeah. She's right there.
Did you?
Beside Dad.
Did you keep them? Wasn't it like everybody fighting over like spoonfuls of ashes or some shit?
Yeah. Let's see. I had a niece, 2 nephews. Oh, 2 nieces and 2 nephews wanted spoonful of ashes of my father.
Why?
I don't know.
What? I'm asking in general.
The necklace thing?
Yeah, the necklace thing.
Why? Now, if they were going to have it like mushed into a gemstone, okay. Now that I'm okay with. But you should wear like a little
You have to have
jar.
a lot for that.
I'll let you in on a secret. I hope they're not watching, or else the secret's out. The ashes came from my fireplace because I wasn't going to open my dad back up.
Oh, he's like hermetically sealed or something, so if it falls, it doesn't spill everywhere.
Yeah.
And Gary says, I moved from Florida back to Pennsylvania, back to Florida, back to Pennsylvania, and then 3 or 4 girlfriends and 3 jobs later, here we are.
Wow.
Well, that's an adventure.
Now,
Me too.
just since we went live, just since 2012, October 1st, 2012 was the very first live broadcast of Talk of the Tavern, as Sounds of Steam at that time. Oh man, so much has happened. And by the way, in just a little more than a week, my son turns 18. So there's another milestone coming up with this 400th episode. And 1,000 followers, I don't think that's happening, guys. We are actually losing followers on
What
Twitch
the hell are you doing?
as we broadcast.
people?
So there we go.
How do you see where the followers are?
On your screen, scroll down to the little circle of the logo just below that.
It won't let me scroll. I'm on my phone.
Well, you just
Because if anybody who has not been here for a while, we're broadcasting on a hotspot because we live in the middle of nowhere and we cannot get regular internet.
Brent, it's one of the milestone shows. That's the only reason I mention. I don't actually... Here's the sad truth. I don't care about my follower count. I care about how many people are in the chat right now that I'm interacting with. The rest, I don't fucking care. Because, yeah, I almost have 1,000 followers, but that doesn't mean 1,000 people are logging in to watch me. Most of those people don't even remember they followed me. There's a sad truth. There's a realistic thing right there. It's just fun.
I don't remember if I follow.
Well, I tell you what, I know Andrea does follow, especially right after I get home and got to go to the bathroom. She follows me into the back of the house, and I'm just like, can you give me a minute? Oh my God, I need privacy. And she's just like, don't talk back to me. I will smack you again. And I say, yes, ma'am. And I wait patiently. Send help. I'm kidding. I like it when she smacks me.
Oh, cool.
I appreciate that, Cho. Thank you. And like I said, feel free
So
to...
if you have friends coming to check this out, either they'll say thank you and be your friends later, or I'm sorry you lost some friends.
There's a possibility that Cho's friends will show up and they'll be like, fuck, I followed this guy a long time ago. I'm following this shit. We'll be down to like 700 people by the end of the stream. Well, we hit a milestone. We
Down
lost
to 7.
That's right.
Right.
That'll be a milestone in itself.
Mm-hmm. We've lost more followers than any other Twitch streamer in one stream. You're welcome. Let's raise a glass to B-Boy, who has just popped in. Here's to you, buddy. Thank you. Welcome to the tavern. Ah, the little thing missed the tip class from that follow. Okay, so what other walks down memory lane do we need here? Or shall we just go ahead and flip over to the next thing? See that? Look at that. Hold on. Let's Brickle right there. Cheers to you, Brickle.
Cheers.
This is our 400th episode of the Talk of the Tavern podcast. And we might hit 1,000 followers. We are 10 away after your follow. 10 more followers and we'll hit 1,000 followers right here tonight on air. Less than 10 followers and we won't hit it tonight right now on air. So, and we've been reminiscing over the past, geez, what do we figure? From 2007, then we did live in 2012, video in 2017, and here we are in 2021. So we're looking at 14 years of the tavern.
Of drinking.
Of drinking, a lot of drinking. A lot of... Hey, Golden Hedgehog. I like that name. Here's to you, Hedgehog. Thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the tavern. We are now 9 people away.
Get another beer.
Somebody asked, how do you follow Twitch on mobile?
Cho, is that your buddy there, the Golden Hedgehog? I notice it has a 90 right after the name. Any relation to B-Boy 90? Because you both have the same last numbers.
The same last name.
It could be, yeah, exactly. So besides our walk down memory lane of the incredible guests that we've had, world famous comedians, actors, writers that have changed the writing world and created steampunk. Strippers. People who have worked on the Marvel movies in a starring role. We've had quite the cast come and go in here. For a little hole in the wall, nobody. We've really seen and done a lot. We've had probably 20 different co-hosts. And we have traveled and done live shows anywhere from Wisconsin and up and down the East Coast.
To the UK.
To the UK. We did live shows in the UK. That's correct. So we have traveled multiple continents and whatnot. Joe's got a small bunch of guys from work come asking to check out a channel and blah, blah, blah. Appreciate that, Joe. Thank you very much. When I go live at 8, I appreciate that, Joe. Thank you very much. Just for the fun of hitting a milestone. That's all we want.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, like any wise viewer, they could, unfollow.
Like, why are we down to 70?
I have published children's books, adult humor, epic fantasy. I have published, I want to say, more than 24 books at this point in time. Most of them written in the tavern in one form or the other. And probably a good dozen of them written on air with people watching us. We have been drunk, we have been sick, we have been happy, we have rejoiced over what we have conquered and overcome and succeeded in, and we have showed a little bit of our broken psyche when shit went wrong. Or, perhaps in Ed and my case, not showed enough broken psyche where people are like, why ain't you more fucked up over that shit? And we're just like, it happens. Yeah. So, we've covered a lot of ground. And Andrea has been here since shortly after the beginning of the live broadcasts, as she was kind of bullied into it by a friend who panted around me like a dung in heat. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, for a while I worked behind the scenes doing the graphics and things.
The Feminism Show.
Yeah.
Here's a fun story. If anybody wants to get offended, give me a second. We're going to tell a story that'll help you out. So we did a show on feminism. B-Boy says, sorry, say, hey, and relaxing close, nice. We did a show on feminism back in 2014, 2015, somewhere in that range. Probably 2014, because it's just before we moved into here. And
yeah, we were still on radio.
Right. And we called it Feminism, Ruining Women's Lives Everywhere. And Andrea did the banner graphic for Facebook and Twitter and all these other places. And somebody in one of the steampunk bands that I had interviewed and supported got very upset. B-Boy, that green sword means moderator. That is somebody who can basically ban you or erase your comments.
Give you a stern talking to.
There you go. They're an electronic referee, judge, whatever. So this one woman came on and she started bitching about what seemed like we were knocking feminism. And now
in social media. This is before we even did the show.
Right.
It was in social media. Yeah.
So Andrea and Danny, two women, say we're strong, independent feminists. We're going to talk to our sister here and let her know it's okay. And they did. And she went off on them. She went off on them. And they tried to have this interaction. The thing is, B-Boy, we weren't making fun of feminism. And if you read the description, I had the fucking dictionary description of feminism and saying, but going too far with anything can create negative issues. Let's discuss this. And that was the description of the show. Well, after a while, was there more than just you and Danny? Was there a third? Was it like, I think there was a third woman
No,
there.
there was a couple of them. There was a couple of them.
Yeah.
But this woman went off, and I went, fine, I've got to step in at this point in time. And I did step in and posted to the social media and said, look, read the description. This is the definition of
For For 150 years, Children's National Hospital has provided exceptional care and groundbreaking research. Please donate today to give children and healthcare heroes a reason to believe this holiday season. Visit childrensnational.org/holiday.
Holidays are here, and so is fashionable fitness. Gift yourself a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 5G, a phone that folds in half to literally stand on its own. Pair it with the Galaxy Watch 4 for ultimate wellness and wow factor. Check health stats, flex personal records. Over 90 activities can be tracked, like biking, swimming, golfing, and more. Invest in yourself with tech made to crush goals. Holidays open up with Galaxy. Shop it all at Samsung.com. 5G connection and availability may vary. Check with carrier. Products sold separately.
Feminism, and we're going to discuss the pros and cons of the extremes on both sides. Please wait till you hear the show before you decide to condemn it. This woman then apologized and offered me more music from her band. And behind the curtain, Danielle came to me and went, "Gee, Travis, you notice when women tried to talk to her, she got all upset. But you let the man step up and talk to her, and she bows her head and apologizes." And I went, "Oh,
That's wrong.
that's fucked up."
Yeah. Because a lot of times the women who say women's rights, they're fucking themselves.
Black people do the same thing.
It's like, just shut the fuck up and listen. Before you start.
Something you guys will know about the tavern is, first and foremost, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care your ethnic background, your religion, your political views, your gender identity, your sexuality. I don't care. I'm happy you're here. I want to talk to a person. You're a person to me. Once we're close friends, I want to know more about that stuff, because now as we create a bond and a friendship, it's important. But on the level we're looking at on the screen, Cho, I always called you Chotaku because I didn't know it was Cho. And now I've seen your face. We've talked a little more. I know a little more. And we love these differences because I want to know what kind of food you cook so I can make a good recipe. And that's really, but people who come in here, as Andrea just said, women screwing themselves because they get so upset, or Ed saying the same thing about black people. And by the way, for anybody on the podcast, in case you don't know, Andrea is a woman, a female, a chick.
Yes, I am.
A babe. Ed is a brother. No,
yeah, he is.
Yo.
He's a black man. By the way, just to clarify, Ed, are you African American?
No, I'm a black man.
There we go. So, we're allowed to self-identify, motherfuckers. And that's... Cho, I don't know your real name. I mean, you can absolutely tell me that. Yeah, I know. Bren, he was as amazed when we told him as you are right now. The faces we're making, it reminds me of the cat on that cat litter commercial where he's like, oh! So anyhow, yeah, the bottom line in the tavern is all about being you. Cho, I might have, but it didn't matter to me, and I can call you by your real name, but unless I know you're good with that. I love using the real name in the tavern because that's the type of feel we want. Now, let's look at the future of the tavern.
I want to say thanks, Harry. I washed my hair, and that's all I did. Mm-hmm. He likes my hippie hair.
Yeah, you do have that hippie hair. Cho, what's your first name? Because I don't need to announce your last name. I'm not looking to that. You don't get that kind of popularity. What's your first name? Because I want to say there's a reason I started calling you Cho. I'm going to pause for a moment. And then we're going to go into the Tavern Society. Joel. See?
Damn, I can pronounce that.
See, I knew you were Asian. I could tell by Joel. No, I don't know. Don't know what the fuck that means.
Nobody does.
It's Joel. It is. I'm more than happy to use the real name. I feel it's more personal and one-on-one and real here in the tavern. On the other hand, I don't want anybody's last name because, yeah, you don't get that kind of popularity here. Fuck you.
Fine, I won't tell you mine.
You haven't yet. American Mutt. Me too. Okay.
Oh, that's your pipe. I thought it was like a duck.
Sounds like a duck.
Flat.
Okay, so I want to move forward. This is something I've talked about for a couple of years now. I want to create the Tavern Society. I want to create not so much a secret society, but an exclusive fire duck. You know why ducks have big, flat, webbed feet, right, Ed?
Why, Travis?
To put out fires. And you know why elephants have big, wide, flat feet, right, Andrea?
Why, Travis?
Why, Travis?
Look at them playing along so nicely. To put out flaming ducks, of course. No, the symbol that you guys are seeing on the screen there of the brandy snifter, the pipe, and the tavern frame. This is the symbol of Tavern Society. Now, each one of those three things have a meaning. And they're each a vice. So the tavern frame is the vice of community. Flaming Bird says, did someone say my name? Close. Watch out for elephant feet when you're putting out fires. That's all I'm saying, Flaming Bird. So the sign, the framework, is the vice of community. So it's the collective or coming together, but not in the exact same geographic location, rather of diverse places coming together in concept and idea, in community. It's the vice of community. Now the pipe is the vice of thought. When you smoke a pipe, it takes time, it takes ritual. You have time to think and not talk and just contemplate. And that's what the pipe represents, the vice of thought, contemplation, meditation, learning, introspection, in action for accomplishment. Joel, you have a great night, man. Thank you for coming and hanging out.
Good night, Joel.
Appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys chatting, too. If we could get 25 people chatting, I will get more VIP slots. Fun fact. So, now the glass, the brandy snifter, and I use that image because it's a very distinctive image over a wine glass or whatever. This is the vice of life. Appreciating the small things and sharing, relaxing, and remembering other people and times in the Tavern Society. And the Tavern Society is made up of individuals that become a whole. So remembering moments in the Tavern Society is appreciating each person's individual experiences together. Sharing of stories. That kind of shit. It's important to trade these stories and thought. To experience different things. Andrea, Ed, any thoughts on that before I go into the philosophies of the Tavern Society?
So,
yeah.
To interpret it for those that didn't quite understand what Travis is saying, let's all jump in a big circle, smoke, drink, and share together.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I made it feel deep and intellectual, but the bottom line is to hang out and have a good time and share some shit. And that might be your problems, that might be your ideas, that might be a good drink, that might be a good smoke. Whatever. It's a matter of community, which is coming together to share something. Go on, B-Boy. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Golden Hedgehog, you heading out too, or you hanging out?
I think he just...
Later, guys.
So, Andrea, any thoughts on this before I move into the philosophies of the Tavern Society?
Nope. Sounds good to me.
So, I've come up with four... What, Andrea?
I was going to say, I don't know if this is a pistachio or what this is, but I ate it.
why is it still on the table if you ate it? Oh, yeah, those pistachios.
Well, there's more of them.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the philosophies, which I looked at the term bylaws, a few other words I had for this to check my notes real quick. See, I told you I'd be flipping through notes, guys, trying to figure out what the fuck I was talking about. Bylaws, mission statement, etc. We came up with the word philosophies, and I like it much better. I don't remember if it was Andrea or Ed or both of them suggested it simultaneously. But here's the philosophies of the Tavern Society. Seeking simple truths, but exploring and considering greater truths. Because so many people seek the big ideas and they forget to appreciate the small things. Now, here's something we were talking about earlier with Joel and his friends. Acceptance of others and their point of view and experiences. Now, it doesn't mean we have to agree with them, but we have to accept they have that point of view and those experiences that formed their point of view.
Oh, no.
What do you mean? I'm not sure if this is where we pause for conversation or if you're just being obstinate.
Actually, I agree with you, Ed.
No, you absolutely have to accept other people are different from you. They have a different point of view. They have different experiences than you. That's valid.
I know this. I don't have to accept it. Don't tell me what to do.
But if you know it, you've accepted it, right? Here's one that Ed suggested, and I immediately went yes and threw it in there. Agree that being offended is a choice, not a right. Okay? If you are offended, you are choosing to be offended. You do not necessarily have a right because your offense can actually impinge on other people, and suddenly you're being what you were complaining about. You flipped the table.
I don't agree with that.
Why? How so?
Because you said we don't have to agree with everything you say.
You know, I don't know why I chose them as co-hosts. God damn it. Love and respect. And the last thing, and this is actually one of my weak points, I think. Listen, then speak. And that's the 4 philosophies. Seek simple truth, explore, consider greater truth, acceptance of others and their point of view and experiences. Agree that being offended is a choice, not a right, and listen, then speak. Any other philosophies we should have, guys?
Hell no.
I don't know.
Does that kind of cover it? Gary, anybody else?
One.
You gave me what?
One.
Yeah, that was good. That's good. And Andrea's giving me everything.
I don't think I don't think Gary's back yet.
Probably not. Just I'm poking chat in case anybody else is getting into this and has thoughts. I'm going to pause for a moment because we've defined the logo.
Hey. I'm going to say, hey, everybody, throw your thoughts in chat. You don't have to agree with everything.
Absolutely not.
Travis said that.
Yeah. Because here's the bottom line. You absolutely can have difference of opinion with me. But it's my fucking society, so, I make the end decision. That's the whole asshole rule. This is something else we wanted as a rule, but not as a rule. And this is it. The whole people that like to beat on the concept of don't be a dick. They call it the Will Wheaton rule. I'm tired of fucking hearing it. It's overused. But it goes into the acceptance of others and their point of view and experiences. So you could be an asshole. You could be strongly opinionated, but you gotta accept other people. There we go. See, Flaming Bird. I love this woman. Says, I agree that we can all disagree on agreeing. Thank you. Thank you for that Willy Wonka answer of a motherfucking philosophy.
Well, Flaming Bird, just watch out for elephants.
They're your friends. They're just gonna put you out. Hey, elephants put out? Wait, what? So I guess I can call together the first unofficial meeting of the Tavern Society as we form our philosophies, our positions. Bren says, I accept that other people have their own opinions, but I won't accept nor tolerate a harmful perspective. This is why that philosophy, Bren, says, accept others have their point of view and experiences. You don't have to fucking agree with them. And you don't have to put up with them. But you have to accept that they do have their own experience and point of view. So, yeah, it doesn't mean you have to tolerate. And by the way, some people would say my very point of view and philosophies shouldn't be tolerated. I have had people call me a bigot, a racist, and all kinds of stuff. No, I'll accept that somebody could be a racist and understand because of their experiences and point of view, but it doesn't mean I agree with that shit. I just accept that, yep, they're a fucking racist. Or whatever. Yeah, same here, Bren. And it hurts my feelings. I'm a delicate flower.
I think that people who like pistachios are wrong.
Stop eating them.
Well, some are pumpkin seeds and some are pistachios, and I picked up the wrong one.
Pumpkin seeds are like pistachios on a diet. You should be able to tell the difference.
Well, they're both green. There's a pumpkin seed, and here's a pistachio.
You guys can ask Ed, hey, Baboosh, how are you? Good to see you. Baboosh is joining us from Saudi Arabia, right on the Red Sea.
Cool.
Welcome.
Oh, that's who you were talking to the other night.
Yeah, welcome to the Tavern Society. We're creating a society, and we're going through the philosophies, and now we're about to discuss a few other things. Here's the things I have on the agenda that I'd like to discuss over the next 50 minutes or so. The philosophies we already discussed. The logo and the meaning of the logo. Beyond that, the positions and membership titles, which I think that'll be a fun thing as we try to figure that out.
Positions?
Hey, how you doing? And I really need chat's help on this. And then the website, what that content will have.
You have to put the website up there so people can go look at it.
TavernSociety.com. That's it. Can we... Okay, so the basic structure of this is Andrea, Ed, and me at the head of the society. I'm putting myself in the lead position because, really, here's the honest truth, because I'm pretty fucking sure those two don't want it. Yeah, I'm right on this one. But they might accept this. And so my position is kind of the chairman of the board. I like the title chronicler over chief or chairman of the board. What do you guys think? What's a good title for the one running the fucking thing? Organizing.
For you, chronicler sounds good.
Ed's agreeing. He's nodding. Good for the
Don't
podcast.
make me have to say it.
So for Ed's position, where I kind of want him, oddly enough, I want him to be our greeter and our security, the person who welcomes new people. Not necessarily like...
Dude.
Right. Good enough. And I like the word mediator for his title. Is there a better title for his position?
You know, that's the same position I had in the other society that we formed. Though.
Yeah, I know. You were the sheriff, the reeve, the whatever we fucking called it. Joe fucking 89. And by the way, here's for you, Baboosh. Oh, I'm sorry. That was for Joe, not Baboosh. I'm sorry. I totally slipped Baboosh the biggest diggest instead of Joe. And Joe, that's a fair thing. Joe says, I think the one in charge should be named Biggest Diggest.
Well, then I want that title.
I don't want to go too ridiculous, but I'm willing to discuss other options. So, and by the way, Babouche says, in my opinion, people who don't want leadership are one of the best people for leadership. The only reason I lead anything is because nobody else is fucking doing it. That's how I ran a medieval...
I just don't want to.
That was my philosophy, and Ed can attest to this with the Dagger Society when I ran a international reenactment society. I didn't want to. I just wanted this thing to exist. And frankly, SCA was a fucking cliquish group that wouldn't talk to me or people around me. I don't
Talk about rules.
Well, I don't have a problem with SCA, but they were cliquish.
Were?
I don't know now. Maybe. So, for Ed's position, mediator? Is there a better name for it? Okay.
I don't know. At this time, I cannot think of anything.
I guess HNIC wouldn't work, huh?
Well, what happens when somebody else takes that role when you step down? You know,
okay.
Unless if it stands for head. For example, if they are of Asian descent, perhaps they would be head ninja in charge. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we can go with this, Ed.
Okay.
Now, for Andrea's position, which is kind of the one who stands in the back and takes some notes and keeps track of some shit, support role, secretary, treasurer, chronicler, keeper of the keys, librarian.
Well, I could be a secretary or I could be librarian because I have outfits for that.
I like librarian because it's a nice unisex term.
So, secretary.
Well, yeah, I guess it is. See, Joe says...
No, I think consultant, because that's what my badge says.
You have a badge?
Consultant means you got to keep talking
when we
to
were
people.
When we were going for press, talking to Tavern Press everywhere, that's what my press badge says.
Oh.
Consultant. Talking to Tavern Consultant.
There we go. Babouche says, I have outfits for that. Best reason I've heard for naming a position. Okay.
Right?
So we're going to go with chronicler, mediator, and librarian. Now, member titles. My concept for membership is anybody could be a member. I so want to point out that member also means dick. Or
yeah, it does.
Member is another word for dick. So I looked at, of all things, the archaeological society. And I like their members.
I looked at that, and it...
Mm-hmm.
I looked at that, and I just saw pictures of Bigfoot.
Where the hell?
Is that the right website?
No. Peasants. Joe says, can you call the members peasants? I like to be talked down to. Yeah, Daddy. Can we call me Papa instead of Dad? Andrea, you can leave it down, just stop moving it. It makes a lot of noise when you move it back and forth. That's why, earlier, I was like, stop! People on the podcast right now are going, the fuck is that noise again?
This is why I shouldn't be in charge.
Okay. So with member roles, I want honorary member. That's somebody who doesn't even fucking know they're a member, but we're like, they're too cool. Sean Connery has to be an honorary member of the Tavern Society.
Oh, yeah.
Even
Sean
though
Connery.
he turned down the role of Gandalf because he didn't get it after reading the script. Sean Connery's not a fucking nerd.
He's James Bond, bitch.
I want to have the title of joint member, which is the other half in a partnership, a relationship of a member. So somebody who is a long-term partner of whatever kind of relationship is automatically a member if their other half is a member. I keep on hearing
so does that mean all of our cats are joint members?
Yeah. God, do we need pet membership?
No, they can just be joint members. That's fine.
So here's something
But
else for chat. What were you going to say, Andrea?
I was going to say, with the pets, we do need to come out with a line of pet accessories because we already have hoodies for the humans. We need like tags or something for the pets. Just saying.
Well, thank you for recognizing my long pipe there, Joe. Appreciate that. So here on Twitch, by the way, this Tavern Society is not only Twitch. I want it to be much larger than Twitch. But mods, VIPs, and subscribers, I want them automatically to be members. Now, can we come up with a couple specific... And I thought about like traveler instead of the word member, a traveler or something like that. I don't want to do tavernite. It's a bit trite.
We could have drunk.
We could.
Could have what?
Drunks.
But you don't have to drink to be a member of the Tavern Society. So
I don't.
Everybody drinks something.
It's true. But you...
Oh, yeah.
Tavernistas, patrons. I don't want to do patrons, Baboosh, because it's associated with people paying money. And I don't want...
Like Patreon.
I'm going to offer a money option, but I don't want money to have to be something, because Ed, Andrea can attest to this, I have been a broke-ass motherfucker so many times in my life that...
This holiday season, we all wish for hope and healing. Children and families who spend their holidays at the hospital deserve a reason to believe in first steps, in giggles, high fives, and hugs. For 150 years, Children's National Hospital has provided world-class care and groundbreaking research. Please donate today to help patients and healthcare heroes this holiday season. Visit childrensnational.org/holiday. That's childrensnational.org/holiday.
With MailChimp, you get more than a URL. You get an all-in-one marketing platform to help drive sales. With things like data-driven recommendations and powerful automation tools. Get started today at MailChimp.com/smartmarketing. MailChimp, built for growing businesses.
Even a $5 yearly membership was hard to do sometimes, and I don't want that. I want everybody to be a member if they want to be a member, which there will be, first of all, trial member. We're going to have trial member. Because somebody just popping in that nobody knows. Now, down the road, we'll have a vote on making into a full member. And I like the joint member. We all agree on joint member?
Joint member.
Sure.
We all agree on trial member?
Yeah.
Trial member.
So, besides member, what other... I mean, we've got like retired member, life member, associate member. I don't even know what that would mean. I think associate member.
I like that regulars.
Regular member? Or just... Because can we say trial regular, joint regular?
We could, but I'd rather not.
That sounds like a bowel movement. I'm regular. Joe says take a drink every time Travis says member.
Oh my God.
Joe, if I did that, it would sound like I was constantly like just...
So, okay, say we have members, but then we have people that were a member a long time ago, and they leave, and then they come back. Are they re-members?
Wandering member? Wandering member? That sounds like an errant penis. That's like, you a cheater, motherfucker. Wandering member. Wandered over here, wandered over there. Now we could go with, like, we can use regular, and we can use wanderer, and we can use traveler. But if somebody is not intensely part of what we do, these terminologies are confusing. It's kind of like Amazon. Instead of having managers and assistant managers, they have process assistants and area managers, and you're just like, I don't know what the fuck anybody does. You've got weird words. So this is why member... Joe, did you drink? Okay, so let's use the word member as a root. Another slang term for penis is root, by the way. If I roast a member, would I be a dismember? You know what? I like roaster for somebody who's a long...
Sounds like somebody who's cooking a chicken.
Well, it's also, it could be somebody that's been in a tavern member so long, they've kind of hit a senior position. Because they roast people. You know, you get to make fun of people.
Mm.
So let's do this. With people on Twitch, if you're a subscriber, VIP, or mod, does anybody think they should have a special title or just be members?
I already have a special title, so I don't care.
Yes, she does. Ed?
I'm special ed, so I don't care.
We could just use the word special member.
We could.
Or short
Rather
bus
not.
member. Nobody has thoughts on this, huh? Nobody. Nothing. Okay.
Maybe the lag is just that much.
I don't think it is right now.
Well,
so here's what we go. How about us VIPs or diamond members, subs or mustache members? Italian women might get offended by that, baboosh. We'll come back to the member discussion. Special dick, irregular members, plain old dicks. Thank you, Flaming Bird. Let's go to something easier. On the website, and I do have a website, it's tavernsociety.com. What information would you guys want on the Tavern Society website? Right now I'm thinking social media, which I'm going to tie into my regular social media until we get to a point where we need separate social media. Maybe some merchandise, an email link, a newsletter link. Anything else?
Sorry, I'm writing.
Okay. What are you writing?
so you said, All right, so I Googled, speaking of names, so I Googled patron, okay, for synonyms. There's sponsor, backer, some word I can't say.
Why?
know.
Does it begin with N or F? Because you can't say those on Twitch.
No, I can't pronounce it. Guarantor.
Guaranteer? Guarantor?
Yeah. Supporter, helper, friend.
Supporting member. That's
There you
reasonable.
go. Okay. So a supporting member can be someone that supports, but then we have a subscribers also on this synonym thing. So it could be a subscriber member.
Well, I think supporter member covers subscribers. Because I don't necessarily want to use Twitch terminology or Patreon terminology.
Okay. Frequenter.
See, that kind of goes with regular, but let me add frequent beside that.
Frequenter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Presenter, topics, breakdown of roles, shops, rules. Hold on a second. Desinins. So, presenter info, topics. See, we're not defining the show here, Flaming Bird, with the topics and stuff. Yep, roles is good, though. Definitely. Rules will be the philosophies.
Okay, I'm looking at all these different things. There's like encourager.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say sponsor because
Mm-hmm.
and this one word, Maecenas. Masons. I don't know what that is. So there's that.
Okay.
Yes, sir?
Shot in the dark.
Go.
Tavern Society, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
How about tavern names as member levels? Highball, shot, pint.
Shot member, pint member, highball member. See, I imagine when you get together in a public house or a pub, a tavern is kind of the next step up. There's stool member. Joe, does that mean you like pushing the stool of other members?
Mm-mm.
You use your member to
Well,
push in other people's stools?
Playing off of what Ed was saying, we can have things for like the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 type thing, I guess. Like on my channel,
Like a minimum
we
member
have the cat.
and a big member?
Well, like on my channel, it's like kittens,
Mm-hmm.
club cats, and then the cattiest of all cats. That's 3 tiers. So.
Top member, bottom member.
And the meat in between.
See, we can use associate instead of member. What do you guys think of the word associate?
I think that with the tavern people, they will shorten it and it'll be whatever ass.
I think that fits. I'm liking it better than member at the moment because of that. What do you guys think?
So instead of member, it's ass.
What do you think of
It's the other side.
associate? Because we're associating with each other.
Correct.
It does sound business-like.
The tavern asses. Got it.
No? Yes? Maybe?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that. Now, so somebody who subscribes can be a supporting associate. Pals.
They're supporting ass. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The pal's personal ass licker. See, this Joe is showing his age. Because I remember in like middle school, people like, "Are you my pal?" And you'd be like, "Sure." And they're like, "Oh, you're my personal ass licker."
Oh my god. Wow, welcome to the tavern.
Okay. So we've got enough to work with. So what are we trying to accomplish here? Basically, I just want to, I don't know, have something bigger.
Just get 5 little help from our friends.
There we go. And I don't want this to be limited to people who are on Twitch watching the stream. I want this to be applicable to people across the board. So, for example, people who support on Patreon or whatever, or supporting associate. So, yeah, I'll come up with a simple joint associate. Now, what kind of...
So we got the people that listen to the podcast, the people that support on the social medias.
Right.
Yeah.
So what kind of merch should I have? Anything?
Well, I know you have a thing about challenge coins. You like challenge coins. You like the coins. And that's a tavern thing.
Right. Vests.
So I think that the coins.
I like.
Okay.
Yes, Ed?
From the merchandise that you have had, what sells?
Nothing.
Okay.
Merchandise does not sell. I like pint glasses, just with that little logo you see right there on it.
That's why we got those.
You guys think shot glasses also or not? See, the nice thing about the challenge coin is you can carry it in your pocket across the world, and if you ever meet up with other tavern associates, you can show that
other
coin.
asses.
You don't have to carry a glass with you or a mug, but maybe a mug. What do you guys think? Shirts? I don't like t-shirts.
I don't like t-shirts.
I like t-shirts, but I don't like the white t-shirts.
See, here's what I want. If we're going to do a shirt, I want a retro bowling shirt with the logo. But I don't know where to get
Well, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Personally made cigars. Well, there is a place where it's $100 cigar. A woman rolls it right on her boobs.
Joe, there is personally made cigars, but the vast majority of Tavern Society folk will not be cigar smokers. And also, yes, I can go and get a band made just with the logo and everything, but you know, it's one of those things I would have to buy them and send them out, and I don't want to store them.
So, I think, you know the cigars, the bubblegum cigars?
Mm-hmm.
I know there's places that make special, like, chocolate bars with your custom wrapper on it. Well, what about the bubblegum cigars with, like, a custom label?
Again, this is something...
And then people can buy them for free.
Can I set up a store where they can buy it without me having to play middleman of storing it and shipping it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We can look into it. Put it in the notes.
Okay.
Because why not?
So
rings.
See, I put down ring, signet.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. I would use that, especially if it's like layered to where, because when I send out letters and things, I use wax seals, and I love wax seals. And if that's a ring that could double as a seal, I'm in.
Right, they're going to be expensive though.
Or what if you can do one that's not a ring, but maybe just a little pendant? Or a pen that can be, pinned onto your shirt. Or has a loop so you could put on a necklace.
Patches.
It might be a little less expensive.
Patches.
Andrea, I heard you about the pendants. Did not ignore you on that one. Again, I'm looking at something we can have on a website that's nice and easy. They can purchase from a third party that generates it. So, for example, boxer briefs and thongs are out. Nobody wants to buy a towel. Nobody wants to, the t-shirts are a maybe. The pint glasses, I just like. I don't know. What do you guys...
I like patches because... Mhm.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I like patches because the place where I have a subscription for clothes, they didn't listen. They sent me jeans with holes in it, so I had to put patches all over it. I'm very happy for patches.
See, Joe, custom menus, instead of food, you could put other stuff on it. It's a lot of work. I now have to design a menu. I have to print menus. I have to store menus. I have to ship menus. And who the hell fucking pays $12 to $20 for a menu that I have to mail out to them? When you guys go, I really like this thing, whether it's your favorite band, your favorite TV show, your favorite podcast, whatever. What one thing would you want? What one thing would you pay money to have with that logo on it? Andrea?
Stickers. I do like stickers.
Stickers.
Decals.
Yep, stickers and decals. Yeah. Same thing there.
Yep.
A poster? Joe, would you buy a poster with the Tavern Society logo on it? Just, a fucking poster you put on the wall?
If it had a cool saying under it.
It could have our philosophies under it.
There you go.
Ed, what about you? I know patches.
Patches, decals, a glass of some type, whether it be a shot glass, a pint glass. Those are all the things I've bought from.
It's true. It's true. Ed has actually purchased more merchandise than anybody else besides me. And I won't even say which one of us has bought more merch. By the way, if you guys are listening on the podcast, let us know your thoughts. You can email it to one of two places. If you're like, I want to be part of the Tavern Society, tavernsociety@gmail.com, a logo mirror. Is that something you would purchase and put up in your house somewhere, Gary? Because I know they make like tiles. You can get a tile, like a ceramic tile.
There is a place I get books from all the time where they make custom merchandise, like swag.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bags like John had for jerseys.
Right.
They make stuff like that. And they also have, like, some companies, they have little mirrors in a little plastic rubbery pouch, kind of like the old coin things. Mm-hmm.
What have you guys previously bought? Gary says I would, with the logo mirror or tile.
Coloring book. I like that.
Yeah, I'd need an artist.
Travis would have to.
Again.
No, you don't. It would have to be just like the Drowning Kittens for Fun and Profit.
You want me to make a book I could put up on Amazon that's a Tavern Society coloring book?
I think that would be fun. Why fuck not?
What kind of pictures would be in that?
It would be... okay, I have ideas. You'd have like one page where it's like the logo, and then the next page would be where it's broke down. Like the first page is, this is our logo. Logo of Tavern Society. The next one would be like, it would break it down where it's just the brandy snifter, and you'd put what that's about. And then the pipe, what that's about. The frame, what that's about. And then some stupid stuff about the tavern. This is a beer.
Tavern members.
This is a whatever.
You guys want me to draw a picture of different members?
No.
Here's a big black member.
And it goes on for 4 pages.
The end.
Yeah. That is all.
And Ed, you don't shave anymore, so there'd have to be hair at one side. Okay, let's wrap this up here. Let's bring this episode to an end, guys.
Is that what broke you, the coloring book?
No, it's getting to the time where Joe says you need a sequel. Include the kitties, okay? I'll put...
Tavern cats, yes, but you wouldn't have to color them in, so it'd just be like, find the cats at the tavern. 21 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got some ideas here. I'll work on that in the future. Just so you know, if you're hanging out here in Travis Tavern Talk, twitch.tv/Travis Tavern Talk, yeah, you could be a member of this. You could be a member of the society. We will clarify this stuff very soon in the future as the website continues to be built. We will look at merch. I will probably keep it simple initially with probably somewhere between 4 and 6 items just to have them out there. I will probably include it in the channel's merch initially until Tavern Society gets a life of its own, if it ever gets a life of its own outside of here. Now, one more quick question before we go. Do you guys think I should make separate social media for Tavern Society or just tie in my current social media until we get a life of its own?
Keep it together right now.
Yeah. Tie it in, because why make extra work right now?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Wait till it explodes, and then we can have a moderator or somebody deal with that.
There we go. Need lackeys and minions. Minion associates. Mm-hmm. Okay, so to wrap this up, guys, I want to thank everybody for joining us in the podcast as well as the live stream tonight. Welcome to the Tavern Society. For you folks who are subscribers or VIPs or moderators, you're automatically a Tavern Society member. If you don't want to be, well, then you can fucking whine about it later and we'll ignore you. Tavern Society is all about coming together and sharing, supporting each other within reason. If you're just a whiner that wants attention, you're going to get old real quick. Don't forget, you can get merchandise for the tavern, not necessarily Tavern Society. That'll come soon at bit.ly. That's bit.ly/tavernmerch. Or if you want the pint glasses, it's bit.ly/tavernmerch2, the number 2. You can also find my books at bit.ly/travisbooks. And if you want to find out where the podcasts are and what we have there, that's bit.ly/travispodcast. Okay. Other than that, don't forget you can email us either at tavernsociety@gmail.com or talkofthetavernshow@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts and ideas, what you think we should have on this. And I appreciate that input. Did I miss anything else? Or closing toast. Man, I gotta pour another drink.
Yeah, I did it wrong, apparently.
No, I don't think I actually have a command for it. You want quote.
Oh, sorry.
Exclamation point quote. And that'll make Cogsley spit something out there.
There we go.
So, oh, man. The random quote is, spag balls is the correct term for the meatballs with your spaghetti. Thank you, Aaron Kennedy. Here's to that. We did not hit our 1,000 followers tonight, but we're damn close. You guys have a great night. Let's do some outro music here and get the hell out of here. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Appreciate that. And we will catch you again next time.
Good night, everyone.
Shenanigans tonight. You are the one thing that makes the show what it is. Don't forget to join us at the tavern next week. Until then, have fun. Another toast. Here's to the Tavern Society, guys. Now, raise your glass in good cheer. Enjoy the small moments every day and steamy dreams every night.
For 150 years, Children's National Hospital has provided exceptional care and groundbreaking research. Please donate today to give children and healthcare heroes a reason to believe this holiday season. Visit childrensnational.org/holiday.
While traveling, it's usually best to pack light. When it comes to money, Carrying some cash and having an alternative like Zelle is a great idea. Zelle's an easy way to send and receive money with people you trust. At any U.S. bank, it's already in thousands of different banking apps, and it's money straight into your bank account in minutes fast. Look for Zelle in your banking app today. Safe travels.